everyone, and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we're taking a look at Battleclass Shockwave with Solar Shot Spark Armor from Transformers Cyberverse Power of the Spark. This is the second new figure for Wave 2. We took a look at Ratchet yesterday, and the other two in the wave are just repacks of Prowl and Starscream. So only two new figures for Wave 2, but he looks pretty cool. I like the look of his armor. Nice artwork here and on the card, as you can see. Taking a look on the back. Again, you can see Shockwave. I still maintain he needs a better alternate mode. That weird crab walker thing is still not really doing it for me, but I really like the look of the armor on the figures. I think that's going to be pretty cool. And then, as I said before, here's Ratchet and then Prowl and Starscream again. So that'll do it for the packaging. Going to go ahead and get this guy out of there, and we'll take a closer look. So here is Shockwave with the Solar Shot Spark Armor. Not much to this, just a satellite of sorts. I do like the color scheme. Unfortunately, all of the light pink, hot pink colored plastic is very soft. And because of that, this panel is kind of bent from being in the package. And the front part here is kind of a softer, gummier plastic. So, I don't know why. I guess they just figured for structural integrity, it's probably stays together since it's kind of long and brittle if it were hard plastic. But overall, here is the little Solar Shot Spark Armor satellite. Put that off to the side for the moment. So we can take a look at Shockwave. And I gotta say, I think this is probably the best Shockwave figure we've gotten in Cyberverse so far. Really nice. A lot of nice pink detail on the purple body, which I think looks really great. Then you have a lot of nice silver paint down here in the legs. The head looks really good. He's got his typical gun arm with the tube, but if you want, you can completely remove this and you can give him two normal arms if you prefer. So I like that there's that option. I think that's really cool. Doesn't have a ton of kibble or anything on the back. Legs are kind of hollow, but not really a big deal. Articulation wise, he's got a swivel here in the shoulder. He's also got a swivel here in the shoulder. He's got a bicep swivel, 90 degrees in the elbow. Nothing in the waist, but the legs can kind of kick out to the side, front to back, typical ball joint there in the hip. Thighs swivel, and then I would say almost 180 in the knees. So it's a really nice little articulated figure. And like I said, I just think the paint applications are great. All of the hot pink detailing just really works. It's a solid little Shockwave figure. I like it a lot. And I love the option of taking the gun hand off if you wish. Can plug that back in. I like the look of it with and without the gun, but I love that you have the option to take it off if you want. So I think it's a really solid little Shockwave figure. I like it quite a bit. Let's go ahead and we'll get into the combination with the Solar Shot Spark Armor. You're basically just going to completely disassemble this. This purple piece on the back just comes unpegged, and you can unpeg the solar panels. Put that down for a second. Come to the front. This light pink part, hot pink part, whatever you want to call it, that pops off too. So now you have kind of the core armor part. This is going to flip out like they all do. But you'll notice that his pegs are a lot shorter than most. So when you go to peg these into the shoulders, it has a tendency to pop off. But once you get it on there, really nice and snug in there, it's pretty good. When you bring this back down, you'll see that there's two tabs and then there's two tab slots on the chest. Just be careful when you go to unpeg it because it's pretty snug. At least mine is. I had a hard time unplugging it last time. And then you lift this section back. And I really like the look of that crown. That nice silver paint there. I think it looks really cool. The head is really sunken back, so it's kind of impossible to see it. But I really like the look of that crown for the armor. This piece is going to come around and peg into this spot on the back to kind of give them like butterfly wings, which I do kind of like, but at the same time I wish they were a little bit higher up. You can unplug this gun piece for now. This comes off completely for now. So you have all these extra gun parts. Basically how this works, you're going to unplug this. You're going to put this back on, but you kind of have to not push it all the way down because this piece is going to plug in onto the side of his hand like that. And then you're going to put this cord from here to the back of the satellite armor like that. And then he just holds this piece in this hand. So he is definitely armed. He's got guns all over the place. He's got this gun, and then I guess technically this might be some kind of gun if you want. You know, hey, it's your imagination. Do what you like. But I really like the look of the armor. I think that's really cool. Like I said, I like the kind of butterfly wings on the back. I just wish they were a little higher up so that they showed a little bit more above the shoulders. But other than that, I think it's actually really cool. I like this armor a lot. It integrates into the body really seamlessly because it's got the same color scheme. It's got the purple and kind of gunmetal gray color scheme going. So it integrates in really nicely. And I love that crown for the armor. I think that's really cool. So yeah, there he is all decked out in his spark armor. Really neat. So taking a look at Shockwave's alt mode, I'm afraid he continues the trend of Decepticons in this line with really terrible alt modes. And unfortunately, he kind of reigns supreme, but you'll see what I mean in a moment. So you go ahead, you take the gun off for now, put that off to the side. You're going to come around to the back, and the backpack piece just flips down. The head will rotate in. The whole chest plate will rotate up. And then you just kind of fold this back down. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, it looks like it should peg in because there is a tab there. It doesn't. If you keep pushing so much to try to peg it in, the plastic piece will just pop off. This is just kind of like a tab and, you know, with a nub in so that this can rotate on it. So that will just pop off if you push too hard. Basically, at this point, you just rotate them around at the bicep. And you'll see he's got these weird walker arms. You're going to spin these at the thigh swivel and then just kind of bring these up. And then you can bring the gun back in. That's going to peg on top. I said that's going to peg on top. There we go. And then you can take this, and I think they want you to peg it in to one of the shoulder spots like that. So, yeah. I mean, to me, this isn't a case of he normally has a great alt mode and they executed it poorly, like in the case of Starscream or Megatron. This has always been a stupid alt mode to me. I mean, they executed this about as well as they could have. I don't know why they love giving Shockwave this alt mode in Cybertron, or Cyberverse rather. They did give these weird little like pincer things on the back of the shoulders, which is kind of neat. But I've just always thought this was a stupid alt mode. I don't know why they give him this weird crab alt mode. I mean, it's you know, it's what they do on the show. It's what all the other toys have as an alt mode. So I don't want to say it was executed poorly. I just think it's a stupid alt mode. So, but here it is. It's a very simple transformation. You know, it is what it is. The gun on top is neat. I like that. Yeah, it's just an alt mode I don't really care for. So I actually really like Shockwave. I think he's the best version of Shockwave that we've gotten in Cyberverse so far. I'll say it again because I really do think it is the case. The robot mode is great. Tons of paint applications. Everything's really sharp with all that hot pink detailing all over. I love the fact that you can take the gun arm off if you want to give him two normal arms. Tons of articulation. The solar shot spark armor, very cool. It is a little bit of a bummer that this is kind of warped from the packaging, but it's the nature of the softer plastic. And I think it does make sense to make this piece out of softer plastic just because it would be kind of thin and possibly brittle otherwise. So I think that makes sense from an engineering standpoint. But I think this looks cool as a satellite. Love the combined effect with the armor. I think that mode looks fantastic. I love the fact that his armor is kind of the same color scheme as him, so they integrate really seamlessly, and it just overall looks really neat. Plus, he has tons of firepower, which I think is really cool. The only part of this toy that I don't care for is the alt mode for Shockwave, but that's their design choice. I've never liked that alt mode. All the different versions of Shockwave that they've done, the Ultra class, the Warrior class, they've all just had dumb alt modes, and that's just me not liking the design of that alt mode. If you like that alt mode, I think they've done it well with this figure. I just personally don't care for it, but I love him combined with the armor. The robot mode is fantastic, so I definitely still recommend picking this guy up and just leave him in robot mode or combined with the armor whenever you want to display him or play with him, because those are easily his two best modes. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks so much for watching.